interrupt this program to bring you an important announcement. Warning, some viewers may find the following footage deeply disturbing. Hazardous substance. Viewer discretion is advised. Let the games begin!
This is Jesper the Clown,
a.k.a. Joe Benner.
And you're listening to Slashers Podcast.
Fuck her in the pussy.
Mikey. This is Slashers, and this month is your month of March Madness, everybody. So, hey, goons, join both Lance and Mikey for your favorite horror podcast and your favorite horror media. And my name is Aid. So I did that a little bit backwards today, but I really wanted to introduce our fun little theme we have this month because Mikey came up. I'm sorry, not Mikey. Producer Mike came up with this one.
Yeah, not to be confused.
I can't wait for someone to walk up to me and go, "Who's this Mike guy?"
Yeah.
Well, you know what? You should join Patreon, everybody, and you'll find it out. So anyway, producer Mike came up with a fabulous idea of March Madness. So what if we did films about psychos? And I know that our name of our podcast is Slashers Podcast. We don't really do a whole lot of slashers on this show, just because.
Sadly.
Well, I mean, what are we going to do the same ones over and over again? We're going to do Halloween. We've been there, done that. We're going to do Nightmare on Elm Street. Been there, done that.
It's not our problem. Hollywood's just show me a slasher that I've deemed worth reviewing.
Well, exactly, which is why I brought you today, The Collector, for our film today. So before we get started, we're doing part two, but the name of the slasher is, oh my God, Mikey. The name,
like I didn't watch
I'm calling producer Mike this instant.
Mike, yeah. Excuse me, Mike.
Mikey watched the wrong movie again.
I actually thought about that earlier too for some reason. When I watched that whole movie on Roku when it was
Roku, as Lance would say, Roku. And Roku. But no, so the slasher is The Collector, but we are doing The Collection today, everybody. But before we get started, has anybody seen anything new or want to share any new news with us?
I would just like to also shout some more love on Tubi because I've been kind of just over everything else. And I just put on Tubi because they're getting a lot of really old classic like 90s cartoons. I showed my girls Wish Upon a Star, which is not horror, but it has Katherine Heigl, who's in Valentine, and it has Daniel Harris, who we all know what she's been doing. And it was an amazing movie. The girls were glued to the TV. Highly recommend.
I've never seen that.
I have years ago.
They used to be like my favorite movie when I was a kid.
It's so good, but also like when she's wearing the dominatrix outfit at lunch, and I'm like, oh my God, how old is she when they're making this movie? And she's like doing a striptease on the lunch table. It was very awkward, but it was still a really good movie. But more horror related. I don't know if y'all
must have been a Weinstein production.
Jesus.
I don't know if y'all have seen the show Dairy Girls on Netflix. It's about a group of Irish teenage girls. It's really funny. I love that show. It ended, I believe, after 2 seasons. But the director or creator of that show just came out with a new show, and I wanted to watch it because it's like How to Get to Bedlam. What's it called?
Yeah, it has Penelope from Bridgerton and everybody.
Dairy Girls does. This one does
Dairy
not.
Girls. Oh, no more Penelope?
This show is called How to Get to Heaven from Belfast. And I was just watching it. It's like 3 high school friends get together. They're older now. I think it's like 10 years after they graduate or whatever. And they get together because one of them, there was a group of 4 girls, and one of them passes away. So they get together to kind of like reunite. And
Like
it's funny. It's like the same comedy. Yeah. And, but I didn't know this at all because the description or anything didn't really insinuate this, but it's a little bit of a horror. Like there's some mystery around how the girl died. There's like hints that something witchy might be going on. They all have like the same witchy kind of tattoo, and like weird, dark, sinister vibes are going on. So it's not overtly horror, but it's enough to be like, oh, this is like kind of like, it's like a funny version of Yellow Jackets. And I've only seen the first episode, but I'm really liking it so far. So I'm excited to finish that. And I love
it on
Netflix.
Ah.
Okay.
Nice.
I know, because the second half of Bridgerton starts this week. I'm so excited. Oh my God.
Right.
I think I've well, no, I think I went to go see The Whistle, the new one. I finally got the chance to go check that out. That was pretty good, man. Actually, I was actually kind of surprised. They pushed the storyline a little kind of quickly. Like, you saw it, right, Mikey?
No, not yet. I want to.
Oh, yeah. Weirdly enough, it kind of reminded me of this movie a little bit, the one we're doing, because it's just like the pacing is pretty quick. You know what I mean? And it has a good timing frame, but like there's little spots you're like kind of like you kind of think, oh man, like I wish they would have stayed on this, or how did we get here so quickly, and all this other stuff. So, and it was kind of cool seeing Nick Frost. So, but other than that, yeah, it was good. I would definitely support people trying to go check that out.
Yeah, one of our Patreon members, I think was it Leslie or Bruce? I can't remember. Or was it Kevin? I don't know. I love you guys. I love all of you. But whoever told me that Whistle was really good, I think it was Bruce, I want to say. But I've been wanting to watch it since. So it's been on my radar. I just don't want to drive to the movie theater. So
Yeah, I really want to watch it because I thought it was going to get shit on, but people were just more upset that I guess it's like a South American artifact, but there's like not South American, maybe it's like Hispanic. I don't know. I don't know the story yet, but apparently it's something to do with like a certain culture, and this movie has no people from that culture in it. And I'm like, well, y'all made Linda Cardellini star in La Llorona, so I don't care.
Which is kind of weird because technically one of the main stars in it is the girl who played Wolverine's daughter, and she's definitely
she's Hispanic,
South American. So I don't know what they're
maybe
coming
they're
away
just
with that.
Not brown enough is what I'm getting.
She was too white for Hispanic.
well,
Yeah.
I mean, that definitely could be true.
Or maybe
I
she's
mean-
Argentinian. I forget. What is she?
Oh, well,
Yeah.
there you go. They can all go lick a boot.
Because the Argentinians are like blonde and blue eyes, and they're a
Yeah.
little pompous.
Yeah,
They're white.
but I was surprised because we saw something that had the trailer in it, and it was like, you know how the critic reviews show sometimes in trailers. There was a lot of them, and there were a lot of good ones. So I'm excited to watch it. That's one definitely. But I keep, is it in the theater still? I keep forgetting it's in the theater.
Yeah. I caught it I caught it on one of those cheaper days to go, kind of deal.
Senior
So-
citizen discount.
And
Damn
by
right. I'm gonna take advantage of something.
the
Fucking
matinee.
8 a.m. showing
whatever.
where they leave the light on a little bit and they like lower the volume. Sort of.
It's
the
got the
eyesight gets
caption.
bad, Can't have that, Gotta be able to watch the murders happen. But yeah,
But
I
by
definitely
the way, Daphne Keane, who we were just talking about, she is a Spanish actress. So definitely not a South American artifact. She's not South American. So that may
Oh,
be
well.
problematic, but whatever.
Whatever. She speaks Spanish.
But that's like in The Exorcist, right? Like when they find the Pazuzu amulet in, where was he? I forget. He was digging in Afghanistan.
Wasn't it? Oh yeah, it was somewhere.
It's somewhere in the Middle East. I don't know why I can't think of it right now.
Yeah.
But because I've seen that movie so many freaking times, you think I'd remember. But there's no Middle Eastern people. in The Exorcist. Well, again, this was the 70s, so maybe that's
Yeah.
I mean, it's like the moment where in what Child's Play where they decided to go like zombie-esque with the medallion from that.
voodoo.
You know
Well,
what I
at
mean?
least they had the black guy there, right? Like they're
I
trying to
guess.
insinuate
I mean-
that he was like from New Orleans or something. So,
We're just gonna
Like,
assume his
or he was
nationality.
Haitian or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he had an accent. They were trying. I mean, that was a little on the nose. Yeah, that's problematic.
Yeah. So
John
I mean,
Mancini, how could you? But I think Tom Holland wrote that one. Or like Tom Holland changed a lot of the scripts. I don't even know if that was Don Mancini's.
yeah.
I can't remember. But anyways, moving on along. So anything else before we
No.
go to the main event? So for slashers, I love this theme because I've been trying to pigeonhole the collection in an episode for years. And you've probably, if you've been following us for a long time, you've probably heard me gush about this movie because like when the collector came out, in 2009. I specifically remember I was supposed to go to the movies on opening night to see it because I couldn't wait, because it was like affiliated with the producers of Saw.
Mm.
And you knew that there was going to be, it was like another like, because at the time when the first one came out, torture porn was like at its height. And I was obsessed with torture porn, loved all of it, couldn't get enough of it. Do I love it so much now? It's hit or miss for me. But I was disappointed because I didn't get to go on opening night. I got in a fight with my ex-boyfriend at the time, whole story. But anyways, I did go see it the next week with my friends. And well, I thought the gore was great. I hated that the cat died in the first one. I hated that the dog dies in the first one too. And well, the dogs, it's okay that the dogs die because they're his dogs and like they're assholes. So
They're bad
we're
guys.
okay with that. But the cat, I was not happy
Dog's
with.
faults for that. Come
I
on
was
now.
not happy with the cat. And it was very nihilistic, very like the color, like the cinematography, like the tone of the movie was just mean and angry and like this was like not a slasher to me that I could be like, woo, when you root for Jason when he kills somebody. Like you
Mhm.
can't the collector you're not really rooting for, which is why I kind of like him.
He came off German, like European, like just angry, like very S&M. That's basically what I felt when I saw that
Well,
guy.
in the first movie, the collector was played by Juan Fernandez, and he did not come. He was not available to reprise the role, so we have a new actor, a little bit of a heavier actor in the collection. He gained a few pounds, everybody, so why not? He's living the
Got
good life.
lazy.
I
Wasn't
mean,
that
he could.
awesome life?
I mean, seriously. But I just really, when I saw the collection, I fucking loved it. Like, I loved everything. I loved the fact that it's like the complete opposite of the first one, like in color, tone. Have either of you seen part one?
Mhm.
I have not actually.
I
This
have a
was the
little
first time.
interesting story. Oh, go ahead, Lance.
No, this is the first time I was introduced to this character. So I was like, to me, I didn't even know this was two. When you said it, it didn't even
Well,
register.
if
I
I
guess
remember correctly, when this came out, because what year did this come out?
So
2012.
the collection came out in 2012, so 3 years
Okay.
after the part one. Yeah.
Because if I remember correctly, when this came out, a lot of people didn't know that there was a first one. This almost was like a standalone film, even though
Mm.
it includes the first character from the first one. It's not pivotal to watch the first one, but because it does kind of work as a standalone, even though there is a little bit of a story from the first one that's bled in, but it catches you up. But I remember being with a bunch of friends watching the trailer, and they were like, "Oh, that looks cool," and I was like, "Yeah." Did you like the first one? They're like, "There was a first one," because the collector was. I want to say it was even like a smaller release. I remember my friend and I. This is when I lived in California. My friend and I lived in San Diego. My friend came with me to drive to San Luis Obispo, which I believe Doug has family up there, and
Mm.
Mm.
I remember we go to the theater to go watch this because it was like the only theater playing it. And we were on an errand. We were on an errand to go to San Luis Obispo for my uncle, and we go to this theater, and I'm like, this theater looks familiar. We watched the movie there, or whatever, and I was like, oh my god, I know this theater. And so if you've ever seen I Know Who Killed Me with Lindsay Lohan, the theater she gets abducted at is the theater that I saw this movie at.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Oh, I love that. Oh,
yeah,
That's
and
pretty
so I
cool.
was
we
like,
need to do that one.
that is a good one.
I love
Um,
Yeah.
that one.
But yeah, so I was every time I think of the collector, I'm like, oh, but I think you should watch the collector, Lance. It's very good. I will
So
reserve my
it doesn't
comments on this
matter.
one for later.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter then. So it's basically like you're saying this one was kind of like almost separate from the first one.
Not that it's separate, it
On
just
purpose.
catches you up. Because all you have to know
Yeah.
about the first one is that there's a killer. The guy who is in the box is the main character in the first one. And he's,
Mhm.
even though our killer has gained some weight, our main character has lost some weight. And I remember being like super infatuated with him in the first one. He had a little bit more meat on him, and I was like, oh, he's so hot.
Yeah.
But now he
He
kind
was,
of
he was
back
sexy
in.
and so and if you don't know the first one, I thought the premise was really great because Arkin, our main character, who's also in part two, he's working with a couple of people and they're robbing these rich people, right? And in the meantime, they picked the wrong house because the house that they're trying to rob is also targeted by the serial killer who's booby trapped the whole fucking house
Yeah.
and trying to torture and kill this family. And every time he tortures and it's usually, and in the first one, it's implied that he only comes after families, right?
Mhm.
So every time he tortures a family, he always he collects one person, and everybody else dies. And in the first one, Arkin gets away at the beginning. Like he gets away fairly quickly, but he turns back and sees the little girl in the window, the daughter, begging for him for help, and he realizes he has to go back. So you know that even though he's a thief, he's got morals,
Yeah.
whatever.
Heart of gold.
So, well, his
All that
daughter,
heart.
his real daughter is sick. His daughter in the film is sick, right? And he's robbing the house because they can't afford her medical bills anymore. So, like, they have this whole backstory.
Wow.
And the girl who plays Lisa is different in part two. What's her name from the OC plays his wife in part two. And then actually her character is supposed to come back in part three from what I read today. So that's interesting.
So that's who the Spanish looking girl is? The one that
Yeah.
didn't make any sense and like you have no context to her, and for me at least anyways.
She's more in part one, but a different actress plays her, another Hispanic woman, another famous actress at the time, which is interesting because I think they were both in the OC. They're both like tied together in something from back in the early 2000s. And I was like, that's
Okay.
interesting.
Yeah.
They got the other
She
girl
said,
player.
"Hey, I got booked for something. Will you take this job for me?"
We're cool, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead, just get in there.
I know I didn't really do any research on why they changed her character, except that I think that, because the first one was a success. So unfortunately, with the collection, it did not do as well as they had anticipated. And in fact, when it came out in 2012, which is, part two, which, and this is what I have a problem with. Like, I feel like the collection takes what was great with the collector and then just amplifies it in the second one. And so it makes me sad that but I think that maybe the tone of the movie shifted a lot. A lot of what Mikey was saying, a lot of people didn't know that this was a sequel because it happened so many years later. Because if you think about like all of the Saw sequels and all the other sequels that we get with all of the bigger franchises, they come one after the other. Like every Halloween for like 10 years, we got a different Saw, right? So, I mean, it makes sense that people forget. And this was not at the time where everybody was on their phone constantly, clicking on shit. And I think we're a lot more informed now on things that don't really matter than we were back then. So I don't even think I had a smartphone until definitely after 2012. I did not have a smartphone in 2012, I'll tell you that much. But anyways, so the budget was 4.5 million, but it made 9.9 million, so it didn't do too badly. And it came out November 30th of 2012. It premiered at Fantastic Fest in September. And in my opinion, like I think that the beginning especially is insane. Like he amplifies it. Like I know we talk about like in the first one where you think he's just coming after families, which is horrible. Like you're killing the kids too, because he kills in part one, he gets the family. Like we'll call it what we'll call it.
He doesn't get the little
But
girl though, does he?
no, he doesn't get a little
He
girl.
gets
Sorry,
the
Lance.
teenage girl while she's getting it, if you know what I mean.
Oh yeah, I love the part. The favorite part of that
Classic.
movie is the mom injecting her own Botox and like calling the wrinkle her oldest daughter's name because her daughter's a hoe. And
A big hoe
the
with
daughter
Jewish hair.
Madeline Zima plays the older daughter in part one, and if you remember her, she's the daughter in the older daughter in The Nanny. So there you go.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. But anyway, directed and written again by Marcus Dunstan. The collection is 82 wonderful, glorious minutes. So it's not very long, everybody. And the pacing is really well. Like, again, if you don't have to watch part one, if you are not into something that's going to bother you and hurt your feelings, then you can skip part one because part two is a lot more like upbeat. Right. It's more colorful. Like the beginning is so cool because we start off with that rave and then, you're following a specific character who, by the way, what's his name? What's his name in Happy Gilmore? I can't remember. Plays the dad.
Yeah.
Oh, Shooter McGavin.
Shooter McGavin. Christopher McDonald is in this movie. He's the father of the girl. So basically, this rich girl goes out with her two friends and brother and sister, and they end up going to like this seedy little rave in like the middle of the city. So I don't really know where this is set, but a lot of the names of things pay homage to different horror movies. Like the Argento Hotel is obviously a nod to Dario Argento. Um, and they get there and you're having a good time. She catches her boyfriend cheating on her, as you do. Like it's a typical teeny bopper movie.
It's like,
Until you realize at the top, who's sitting at the top of the, like on top of all of the lights and
like the
everything.
rafters.
Yeah, and the rafters is the collector. Like, oh my God, what is he gonna do? And poor Arkin's up in the trunk at the top of the stairs. So the main chick finds him, and it's a whole thing. And meanwhile, while she finds him, the collector drops from the ceiling with this. What is that called? That spinny thing? It's called something.
The
Um,
Oh, like it's like farmers use it for grass or corn or something.
yeah, why can't I
like
think
the
of
rolling
it?
pin esque thing that has the blades on it, basically.
The
Yeah.
thresher. I love that word, thresher.
Mhm.
Did that kind of like make you guys think of like it made me remember of Blade? You know what I mean? Where like they start killing people and all the blood just because they were in that dance party, kind of like that same
No, because they weren't
esque.
really killing people. It was just blood rain because they were all vampires. It made me think a little bit more of like
I want to go
even
to
though
that
this
party.
this came out afterwards, the House of Usher, is that what it was called? The Mike
Hmm.
Flanagan one. There's a rave scene where they have like acid in the water
Oh,
spouts.
yeah,
Oh,
and
Fall
the
of the House of
sprinklers.
Usher.
Yeah, that one. And it also reminded me of Ghost Ship.
Oh yeah.
A little bit
Dude,
more
yeah.
gnarly Ghost Ship.
Dude, that little girl holding like the person.
Yeah.
Well,
Emily
I
Emily
think
Brown.
yeah,
Ugh.
Emily, she was a little girl. And and Ghost Ship is such a great, like I think it's in like the top 10, like a lot of people things that I've read of like best beginnings of
Oh
a
yeah.
horror film is Ghost
Yeah,
Ship. And so if you
easily.
haven't seen Ghost Ship, that's another I think it's 2010.
No, it
When the
has to
hell was
be
Ghost Ship
way
out?
earlier than that.
2006, I thought.
Let's
Ghost
just
Ship.
look.
No, it's 2002.
Oh yeah,
Oh
no,
wow.
yeah, that's right. Because I think it was like in eighth grade when it came out.
Yeah, I know I was super young. Um,
But so back to the collection. It did. I think it did fairly well. I think that pretty much made a lot of its money back. So I don't know what the problem is, but all of the mannequins in the movie are a nod to Maniac. So yay. And then my biggest issue with this one was we're in 2026. And it's been years now since the collected or the part three has come out. And there's a lot of drama behind that. I did not realize that. So if you would
The
like to know
third
as well.
episode?
Yeah, so there's supposed to be a part three and apparently it's supposed to come out this year.
Oh
But
wow. How many years is
yeah,
that now? From
well,
2012?
so 2026, so what, 14 years?
Good Lord.
14 years? Well,
That's
it
a
was
long
supposed
time.
Well, they had greenlit to do it in May of 2019, and they unveiled a poster for the film revealing the project had been revived because
Uh,
apparently, right, Marcus Dunstan had wanted to do it since the last one, but because it did so poorly, they just kind of scrapped it.
and then the pandemic pretty much kind of killed that.
I think
COVID.
the pandemic had a lot. I'm looking at Mikey and I'm just confused, but
Sorry, I wanted to sit down. I lowered
Watch,
my desk. Um,
watch the
I'm
video,
like
folks.
the collector got Mikey.
yeah, I wish.
Slowly taking them.
The poor
Well,
cat is stuck in the flypaper for
Oh,
like in part
Jesus.
one.
oh my
God.
goodness. Well,
I'd be so mad. Like you killed my fucking cat, motherfucker. What the
it depends
fuck?
which cat we're talking about. But
Oh,
I'm just kidding. Um, here's my thing about the movies.
Mm,
Both are good movies. I feel the first one is superior, but most initial entries of franchises are the more superior one. But I just feel like they're just way different because the first one is like a really good sleeper hit. Like it wasn't really famous, it wasn't really known that well, and then it comes out and you watch it and you're like, oh, and you hear that these are from the people that like brought you Saw, so you're like, oh, I don't really want to see another Saw, but it was like way different. It was more of
mhm,
like a horror version of Home Alone. And
mhm.
like it
yeah.
was good and it was a family and I remember being like super sort of shocked when the teenage daughter died in the first one because you usually don't kill teenage girls or at least kids in horror movies that not like the slutty friend or whatever but the teenage girl is usually the one that helps move it along but no the bitch died and it was like really intense, it was really disturbing And it was really somber and it was beautifully shot. This one, I was like, oh, this is like Saw 3, where they're all stuck in the. And then I was like, so first of all, I thought I've seen this movie. Turns out I have not. I don't know. I I was like, yeah, I've seen it. Don't remember anything about it. And I was watching it and I was like, I don't think I've actually seen this movie, which is weird because I would have wanted to seen it because I liked the first one so much. But I will say the killer's design is very good. I like when you can see like the little white, the shiny spots of the eyes at some parts.
Mm.
He does look a little less scary towards the end when we're focusing on him a little bit too much. But I was like, how many sharks is this thing gonna jump? Because we have like meth zombies and we have like I hated all of the like vigilantes with like the bad attitudes. It's like you're gonna kill him for not going in there, but like you need him. So I don't know why is everybody so upset all the time?
Yeah,
Um,
it had Resident Evil type of vibes with the
Oh, yeah, I did. Yeah.
you know, I
and
mean,
then
even the way that this starts,
was-
it's almost like a video game.
That was
well,
very
even
2012. Yeah.
yeah, because we even have Alien Resurrection,
Yeah.
dead,
Yeah.
morphed things in tubes. And then the whole time I was watching that girl, I was like, this looks like Jenna.
No,
Jenna with
literally like
bigger
it's like,
boobs.
oh man, Jenica totally have played this part.
Yeah, I know. I was like, why is this not Jenna?
Yeah.
She was probably doing Baba Man at the time. But
Uh,
actually, yeah. But yeah, so it was good, but it kind of it went from I like the collector because it's different from Saw, but still has little slight elements that made Saw what it was in a different way. And this one to me was like, oh, this reminds me of like Saw meets Resident Evil meets Alien Resurrection, but it was still good.
I mean, even Final Destination, that scene where like kind of, I obviously was the CGI with like the rope and the chain, you know, before the thing comes down on all the people because she hits, releases them. Even that part, I was like, kind of like, oh man, this is like Final Destination type of thing, but I didn't know about the Saw relations to the movie. So at that time, so
Yeah. And then it's just a hearing aid. I'm like, bitch, choose a struggle. Bald, deaf. What else? Like, what else are we gonna be doing? You know,
Oh, her boyfriend cheated on her. She
boyfriend
had a
cheated
night.
on her. Your friend just died. You saw her get smushed.
She had to
Like,
take her bra apart to get out of the box. Yeah,
oh Lord forbid.
I know.
I mean,
So yeah, she was running around, with her boobs everywhere. But my thing is that even though, like, I mean, it's ridiculous, but it was just enough to where I loved it. Like, I fucking loved every second of it because I think the first one bothered me a lot as far as like the tone of it. And
Mhm.
so this was a nice reprieve for me, but I could see why people probably thought it was like, oh, whatever. But I mean, you have to, in order to incorporate the types of elements that they wanted, you have no choice but to like add all this craziness, right? And it was just like balls to the wall. Like I was snorting coke all night and I wrote this, like, hello. And I just I loved it. I don't know why. I don't know why I love this movie so much, but especially the ending. The ending is like so dramatic. And I think it's maybe because it is dramatic, right? Like,
I liked the
and
ending where she's smushing all the things. I was like, come on, Ripley.
yeah, I know. Like,
right.
yeah, because so it's not just him saving the day. Like now we have a girl doing it. And the collected part 3 is supposed to center more around Elena. And they actually had Tom Atkins playing his father. And they started principal filming production in September of 2019. And after 8 days of filming, production unexpectedly shut down, which obviously was probably due to COVID,
yeah.
if we think about it. And then it was supposed to pick back up again in October, and then it was stalled again, and it was believed again in, they were supposed to do it again in Vancouver in early 2021. Production never took place. And poor Marcus Dunstan, he actually lost the rights to the film. So he didn't think that he would ever get this done. And the production
Oh,
company
damn.
basically disappeared. In fact, when they went back, like a lot of their props and everything that they had made and things for the film had been stolen, like disappeared. So whether somebody threw it out, I don't know.
Repurposed probably in horror. I mean, that's how that usually goes.
But yeah, so in 2022, it was confirmed that while production has been delayed, it was not canceled. In 2024, Dunstan revealed the project continues to be in development. So
Oh, that's good.
I hope we get a part three. I hope it's just as, I think having 2009, 2012 to have the type of gore that we have in these films. And there is a little bit of CGI in this one. I can't remember about the CGI from part one because I really didn't want to have to rewatch it. Um, I don't remember there being a lot of CGI, but I remember, when you years away and you step away from something and you look back at it, you're like, oh, that
Yeah.
doesn't look good anymore. But at
Yeah.
the time, it looks fine. The only CGI, I know there's CGI, but it's a lot of quick scenes that you wouldn't be able to tell anyway.
Yeah.
So I think it's fine. Like I don't think it bothered me at all. The only reason I'm even mentioning it is because I paused it the minute that chick stepped on those little three spikes. I paused it at that point because I was doing something and I didn't want to miss the part because I knew it was going to happen. I couldn't wait to watch her die. And I paused at that point. I'm like, oh, that's really shitty CGI. But if you're just playing it through, you can't tell.
Yeah.
So just
I
don't
don't
no
think
no
the original
pausing.
I don't think the original one had CGI except for like when they're doing like the zooms on the traps. But to me, I was like, well, you kind of have to do that because cameras don't move that fast by themselves. Like, you can't operate a camera that fast to be like boom, 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 looking at all the shots and stuff. I just
Yeah.
am glad that they didn't really do too much of it with the blood and the guts. Um, but I will say, I don't know if your grip works after you break your arm. And that
Dude,
is
yeah, that
something
was
that I
kind
was
of
like, that's gross, but I don't know if that's scientifically accurate.
yeah. But like I had to admit, like this movie, because usually like
He shimmied his hand. He shimmied it.
if you guys pick, yeah, he like dead armed himself, like when you like fall asleep on your arm when you sleep, and then you gotta like
Yeah,
roll your body back and forth for it.
you get ants in
But
your
like,
arms.
yeah, I was like, but this is like probably one of the rare occasions where I was like, especially an 8 pick, where I was like, hell yeah, there's a lot of gore in this. I was like, right from the
I know.
beginning, I was like, shit, yeah, it's about time she finally picked a one that's just like blood and guts, which is weird because for me, not seeing the first one, I almost think if I had seen the first one, because you guys were kind of making it seem like it was more thought out and a little bit more like more of the family house thing and how more dramatic. And then I just got the slasher version of what they did, which is like I'm sure
Yeah.
when people watch this movie, they were going, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah.
But for me, I'm thinking this is exactly what it is. I'm like, "Woohoo! Yeah, this is great." But
Well, I mean, I prefer this one over part one, but I think you would like part one. So I definitely think you should watch it. Like, and those of you at home, sorry we spoiled for it. If you haven't seen The Collector, then you definitely need to watch it because it's disgusting.
that or you don't know us.
It's more of the shots where you're like, like there's,
Yum.
like in Hostel when they do the shit where like they're about to smash our toe, you know what I mean? Like shit
Mm.
like that just, you're like, So if you like that, that's a lot of part one.
Yeah. So basically, what we're saying is the collector is more alien. The collection is more aliens.
Which
So,
I do love.
because the first one is very contained, it's a smaller scale film. There's not that
Hmm.
many
Mm.
actors, and you're dealing with one family and the robber inside, and the monster or the killer. But
The
it's good.
collector.
I liked it.
But
I liked it a
but then
lot.
yeah, and like the collection, we realize like he is an entomologist, and so he's also collecting people, which
Yeah.
you know, it, and this is why I think something like this would benefit as like a series because to kind of see how he kidnaps everybody, right? Because
Mhm.
like the kid in the that freaked out, like or that they found that was all cut up and had the bomb on his neck, and he's like, I
Yeah.
didn't make the collection. Like it'd be really cool to see like how he got caught and what happened to him.
Yeah.
But
Well,
There's
he
a
also
lot
seems
of
like a perfectionist too.
Yeah, because I was
Like,
gonna say there's a lot of subtle hints where they're like where she finds out she has a hearing aid and she's like, you shouldn't be here, like you're not
yeah,
supposed to be in the collection or whatever. So I'm guessing he like tries to collect like perfect people. But um
racist.
I also don't know if y'all caught, and maybe I hope it was intentional. If not, it's like, well, that was a waste. When he turns the radio on, he's going up the stairs and they're talking about the murderers, and they're like, oh, they mentioned something about a story of a family. The dad was what's it called where you stuff dead animals?
Oh, a
Taxidermist.
taxidermist.
Yeah, taxidermist. And like on Thanksgiving dinner or whatever, he killed his family and stuffed them or whatever. And the guy was like, well, no, actually, no, the little boy survived. And then right when he was about to say survived, he turned the radio off. So I think that might be who he is.
Oh, that's his trauma.
Oh.
And so, because I caught that and I was like, okay. But again, we would know if they finished the third one.
Yeah.
But I think this would make sense if we got the serious first one, the crazy, wacky, intense second one, and the third one kind of like marries those two components together, and we get something to like either tie it up or answer some questions. But I think there's an audience for it. I think we want to see it.
Oh yeah, I mean, Bloody Disgusting keeps talking about it, and like every time they mention it again, I get excited for no reason because it never happens. So I'm praying and hoping to whatever exists out there. Please let us have the collected. If not this year, then next year. I mean, because at this point, because like Tom Atkins, like I said, was supposed to be in this one. Like we only have so many years left with Mr. Tom Atkins, so let's get the ball rolling.
Well,
Okay,
that and Shooter McGavin.
and
He could come
Shooter,
back as a dad. If
he's
they're
coming
gonna
back.
if they're gonna actually like push on the daughter, or the more so than this third one supposedly, right? You just said.
Well, I mean, yeah, and everybody's gotten way older, by the way, too. So,
Yeah.
I mean, we're gonna have to.
I was hoping, yeah, I was
Maybe he
hoping
took that
that
long.
I was hoping that when I was watching it, that it was going to be like, he was the collected from the first one. She got captured and was going to be collected in the second one. And then the third one, it was going to be the female bounty hunter or whatever she was. Because it seemed like she was going to become like, was going to be like a little bit of a trio with them. And I was like, well, that'd be cool if like they make it out, but then she gets caught and she's going to like come out back in the third one, but then they killed her.
I know. And that like her name was Paz in the movie. I really liked her a lot. Like I thought she was a great character, and it pissed
Yeah.
me off that she died. Like, what the fuck?
Is it the best friend?
No, it was the female. You know how they had like the group of, I guess, bounty hunters or like,
Oh, right.
it was the female one.
The one that like was just standing there and for some reason didn't realize somebody running up behind her.
The one they strung up by her feet and like slid her down the hallway. And I don't know where they
Dude,
put her.
that was a sick scene. I honestly
Yeah.
like that was a really good scene. Like some of the action and a lot of traps were pretty cool and interesting. Obviously, coming from like the Saw-esque world, you kind of make sense. But yeah, this is fun. I mean, I honestly again, good job, Abe. This time for the gore part of it, and
Yeah, maybe
Well,
Josh
okay.
Stewart, who plays Arkin, will be at one of our horror conventions, and I'll be able to hit on him.
Ask
And
him.
also be like, "Hey, what's the deal with the third one?"
I know.
And
Because
also
I
be
did
good
not
for
see
it.
him being, I didn't see him being mentioned in the collected. So I wonder if he's even coming back, which I feel like he needs to. I feel like he needs to be in the movie, if not like the beginning or something, and then
Yeah.
maybe it just goes on to something else. That's fine. But I would like
Well,
to see him come back in the third one.
in the IMDb for the collected, he's listed as the cast. So
Okay. Well, that's good. I hope he
I mean, the
comes
only way
back.
you can make it work now, it seems like, would be is because of their ages and everything like that. That maybe because, and spoiler, folks, if you haven't seen that in this movie, I'm about to probably ruin some of it at the end. But the fact that he actually finds him in his house later on, and he does actually find the guy, and he throws him into the suitcase thing. You know what I mean?
he collected.
At that point, yeah, like he collected him this time. I mean, maybe he's now the guy and he's had the situation, and there's a new person, maybe related to the daughter. That way you could still have her, and it's her daughter that ends up in the situation. And you know what I mean? Like that, and the grandfather's still there or something like that. I don't
That's
know.
your
But I
elevator
mean,
pitch, Lance. My goodness.
yeah,
Lance, I
that's
have
my
no
elevator
idea.
pitch. Yeah.
If anybody needs a
He's
fast
setting
pitch
up
from
for the
Lance about
situation.
something,
Yeah.
You lost me
Good
after
Lord.
you, but I just saved over.
That's the only way it's the only way you're keeping them in there. Like, good Lord. You're not going to go acting like that dude's still like in his 20s.
honestly, like I know that you know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but we don't know what you're talking about.
That's the problem.
Oh my God. Hey, first of all, maybe A, but Mikey, you know what I'm talking about.
Not this time. I feel like that meme where the guy's on the drawing board, like connecting all the things together.
The strings, all the red
Yeah.
strings.
Charlie?
Yeah. there
Oh,
you go.
Charlie,
my
yeah,
God,
from-
yeah. That's funny.
Either way.
Anyway, so with that, did we enjoy this movie? Are we happy I did it?
Yeah, I thought it was great. And, it was 80 minutes. Like, it can't be mad. I saw it on my phone. So, like, and I was invested and I was into it. So it wasn't like something that I was kind of ignoring, but I thought it was worth it. It was, like I said, for me, it's a little like I would give this one 3 stars and The Collector 3.5 stars. But still good.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely thought it was good. It was a great pick in the sense that I got my gore, my blood, and everything like that. There are some of the like the kooky kind of like trap things. That's fine, but I mean, the way he was, and he was really sadistic in the way he handled stuff, and he just kind of came in there, did his job. The movie was fast, so you don't like fast paced horror / killing gore that don't watch this movie, but you do. It's great. So definitely a 3.5 for sure.
Yeah. 4 out of 5. I mean, and this is why I always say, like, I feel like there's a sweet spot in the early 2000s where films like this can come out and be fine,
Yeah.
and people enjoyed them. And I think that this one came out at the tail end of like torture porn dying out, starting to become obsolete. And I think that might have been to its detriment as well. But bring it back, man. Bring back fun torture porn. Like, I love fucking Hostel and, movies like this because, like, even though they're gross and nasty, they're still a good time, right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna watch Martyrs, obviously, but like there's the French extreme and then there's torture porn. And I think there's like a fine line between them, right? Because I don't want to feel badly afterwards, but I don't mind watching a girl get her eyeball popped out and blood and pus flying out with it. Like, that's exciting.
Yeah.
So
I mean, yeah.
yeah,
Absolutely right.
Yeah, and like, and this might say it, like, that was like at the height of its popularity back then, and bring it back, everybody, and making a T-shirt.
Yeah. I mean, I think also that's kind of what Terrifier fills in for some people.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
true. Yeah,
But
and
it's the only
and
one.
yeah, because Terrifier, obviously, and it's more independent. They're not really, bogged down by, big major producers that are going to step in and say, no, you can't do this, right?
For their opinions.
Or Damien's going to do it anyway. But obviously,
Yeah.
that's what you expect with Terrifier.
Yeah.
And, but the only, there are flaws with Terrifier because, like, the torture porn of yesteryear was short and sweet and in and out, right? Like, we don't get that with parts 2 and 3. Like,
Well, yeah, if you don't have a storyline, what's the
a little
fucking
bit
point?
long.
Like, yeah, no.
A little
Like,
long.
that's what we were saying all the time. It's talking about like the fantasy stuff like that with the horror and fantasy kind of like warriors and stuff like that. With the same thing with it'd be great if you just redid it. And everybody's looking for new shit to do. Why don't you just go back and grab some of these things? And if you want to, make them better in the sense of, certain things, come up with new ideas for the same kind of old stuff and make better tropes for horror.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Lance. Thank you for the tropes again.
Tropes. I love saying that word.
Loved it, Lance.
All right. Well, that's it for this week's Slashers podcast. Please exit the podcast in a common spooky fashion. If you want to see our faces and see how I treat them, which is just fine, everybody, watch the video cast at youtube.com/slashers podcast. Need more horror nerd chaos in your life? Slice deeper with the Comic Chop, our monthly deep dives with Joe from Much Ado About Nerding. Join the cult at patreon.com/slasherspod for exclusive episodes, bonus content, and some cursed perks. Rock your support at slasherspod.redbubble.com because nothing gets you laid faster than slasher swagger. Get your coffee cans and your dental dams, everyone. Haunt us on Instagram at slasherspod for the official page, at Mutant Goons from Beyond for the gang. And scream at us directly, myself at Pathologically ADE, at Mikey at Southern Fried Mikey, and Lance at Zombie vs Hate. Huge thanks to our bloodbound patrons, Josh Gunn, Dinosaurs Will Always Be Awesome, my mom Lorene, Kevin, Vlad Luis, Leslie Thurman, Cam, Gail, Pressy Jax, and Bruce Magnus. Thanks y'all for listening, and remember to stay spooky. Goodbye, and don't die.
Goodbye. Don't die.
Die.
All right.
Why did that? Oh my god.
I hope you press record, Mikey.
I did. It's just my computer.